Meeting will come to order. Welcome, everyone. We're here at the Community Preservation Committee meeting, 454 College Highway, Southwick, Mass. We are in hybrid. So we'll go with our attendance around the table. We'll start over here. We'll introduce ourselves.
Brad Duncan.
Rick Harriman.
Chris Pratt.
Beth Thomas.
Dave Spina.
All right, welcome, everyone.
And it looks like John is trying to
John
connect.
is connecting to audio, but John Wally is on Zoom with us as well. All right. This is October 16th, 7 o'clock. Do we have anybody for public comments tonight? Anyone online? I don't see anybody else online. Besides Mr. Wally, there is video. Anybody in the audience? They're all here for the hearing. Okay. All right, new members to vote on accepting an e-signature for project application submittals. I'll make a motion to accept e-signatures for project application submittals. Do I have a second?
Dave Spina second.
Dave Spina second. All in favor? We'll start. Great.
Brad Duncan, aye.
Rick Harriman, aye.
Chris Pratt, aye.
Beth Thomas, aye.
Dave Spina, aye.
All right.
Mr. Wall.
Mr. Wally,
He's on mute.
you're on mute. You can unmute yourself, John, unless you're.
There we go.
There you go. So you say aye, John, to the e-signature?
Aye.
There it is. All right.
There he is.
Okay. Review land appraisal for 74 College Highway. We don't have the appraisal yet. Is that true?
No, it will be within the next 7 days.
Okay, so that will be forthcoming. We have a possible amendment to CPA fund category for the recently approved 74 College Highway land acquisition. Project we put under historical. Yes, Edmund. Project we had under historical fund. It'd be a better use for open space, general and reserve funds. We got that back from our friends at the coalition as a recommendation. Since this is not a historic actual property, even though it will become, we can't create historic. So open space would be more appropriate usage of the money. So I'll take a motion to change the category from which the funding comes. We're actually all
From historical to open,
correct.
Dave Spina so moved.
Chris Pratt second. Go around the table again.
Brad Duncan, aye.
Harriman, aye.
Chris Pratt, aye.
Beth Thomas, aye.
Dave Spina, aye.
Okay.
John Wally, aye.
Thank you, John.
Who is clerk card?
Mary did that.
They want to record.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we have the old business application submission acquisition of 74 College Highway. Southwick Historical Society, additional discussion.
Point of order,
Yes, sir.
I see in your new business members to devote.
Oh,
to
sorry.
Additional administrative funds.
Thank you. I don't see that.
I don't see that.
No.
You probably have.
We have the old one, you have the new one.
So sorry.
That's right.
Okay.
Sorry.
Fair enough.
That's all right. Thank you.
I have more.
Oh, that's even highlighted. I don't know. Okay. All right, we have members to vote to use additional administrative funds to cover the increased costs of the appraisal, including the CR appraisal. We did find out that that is acceptable use of funding through the coalition.
Oh, do you
So-
have the highlighted one?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
I'll make the motion to be able to use additional administrative funds to cover the increased cost of the appraisal, including the CR appraisal.
Did we vote on the appraisal last time?
We
Yes.
do,
We did,
yeah.
right?
We voted on the project,
You voted on the appraisal.
With
for
administrative.
Right,
funds.
but this would also cover the
1,500, right? And now it's
the
gonna cost
CR,
2,000 or whatever.
Now
right,
it's
the
2,000.
additional.
Got it. Yep.
Right.
Okay. So.
Okay, so the increased amount,
$500.
$500.
So
Jay
that would-
Spina, so moved.
okay, Chris Pratt second,
Brendan and I.
Cameron, I.
Chris Pratt, aye.
Beth Thomas, I.
Jay Spina, aye.
All right,
John Wally, aye.
thank you, John. Okay. So the other thing is we need to change one thing on the proposal. We cannot cover 100% of the cost of the acquisition. Since it's not the town purchasing the property, we can only cover what the conservation restriction would be at the time of the purchase and deed of the deed. So we can approve that tonight for those funds to come out of our open space unreserved. But we can't permit the 100%. The CR, the conservation restriction, is all we can purchase. So they would have to come up with the rest of the funding if necessary.
Mhm.
So I would like to make the amendment for that. Make sure that that is clear. Also,
Do you know like the new price or no?
we don't have the price yet.
Okay.
It will be within the next week.
Yeah.
But you can purchase the value of the conservation restriction
Right,
instead of the value of the property.
Okay.
correct.
Mhm.
So, and that also came from the coalition. That's been checked and verified. So I'll make the proposal that we purchase the conservation restriction at the time of the purchase. And make sure that's understood that we're not paying for the purchase of the property itself.
And how is that
Do
calculated?
we know what
We
the,
have to know what the appraisal is, and then
Yeah.
they calculate the conservation
May I?
restriction. You want, you come up, state your name, address, the whole 9 yards.
Lee Hamburg, Southwick Historical Society. The town may purchase the conservation restriction, and the value of that restriction is the industrial restricted price minus the value of the land as conserved land. So basically, the Historical Society is tying its hands for and losing equity through putting a conservation restriction. So what the CPC would be buying is the diminished value of the property, which is the conservation restriction value.
All right, thank you, Lee.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Much
I was
better
trying to figure
explained than
out
I
how
did.
each one of those two numbers get figured out. I assume the IR value is the appraised value.
The IR is the appraised value, and then they will be offering a conservation value. In other words, non-developability.
Got it. Okay.
So there'll be two
Two
appraisals,
numbers. Got it.
which is why you approved the 2,000 rather than the previous 1,500.
I'll
And
calculate that.
so we'll see what that turns out. Because I had to add that to them, to the appraiser's workload, and they have to do multiple comparisons, it's taking additional weeks.
Okay. All right,
And so we're funding the difference between those.
Look.
Or we're- yeah.
Correct.
correct.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lee. Okay,
Mhm.
so I would like to make the motion to approve the change in that purchasing of the property to change in purchasing of the conservation restriction.
Up to now, we're approving, I guess, whatever it was, the 74K for now. Maybe we have to adjust it in a future meeting. depending on What the appraisal comes from.
Right, we,
Okay.
correct.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'll second the motion.
All right,
Second.
okay, we'll go back around.
Brendan, I.
Cameron, I.
Chris Pratt, aye.
Beth Thomas, I.
Dave Spina, aye.
All right, it's like a speed meeting.
John Wally, aye.
Good job, John. You're on the ball. Okay. I think we just did the actual rest of our discussion. If anybody from the Historical Society has anything else they'd like to add for discussion, I think,
I think We are done. at
we're
this
pretty
point.
well covered. I would agree. Okay, review new CPC application forms to discuss, review, vote on application forms. I don't think we're gonna do that tonight. If anybody would like to do that, and
For that.
yeah. We can forego that. I mean, a lot of these things that are in our old business
Mhm.
are things that we can discuss if we do have things ready. Right now, we're not really in that part of review. So we'll do that at a different time in the future. Okay, update on CPC signs. Brian Walker put metal brackets on the bottom of the signs to hold the weights to keep them from blowing over. And we know that those are the signs that we put out for when we do projects to let the public know that this was done through CPC funding. So we want to make sure that, you know, people see their money at work and know that it's going to a good cause or causes. All right, review mail. I don't really see any mail. So we will move on to our minutes from September 18th. Review those for a little bit.
This,
John, do you have your copy available?
do you need Dennis here for it?
No.
I read it. Does that count for
Um,
anything?
They count.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, so I didn't see anything when I looked them over. Anything striking? Other people have better eyes sometimes and can pick up some grammatical or typos.
I didn't see.
Okay. I do this all day long at school, so.
John made a motion to.
Yeah, John made a motion to approve. I will second.
Brendan and I.
Aaron and I.
Chris Pratt, aye.
I wasn't here.
Dave Spina, aye.
John Wally, aye.
Okay. Motion carries and
We need to sign.
this is our
We
signature
just voted
sheet
on the
here.
electronic one, right?
Yep. I have our signature sheet right here. The signature sheet will come around.
Well, that's it, we're done.
This is probably the first meeting I've missed. So do I sign that or no?
No,
No,
Thank you.
typically.
Okay.
Abstain.
Hmm?
You abstained, right, from that.
Mhm.
Okay.
You can sign my name though.
I'll sign it, John. You gotta learn how to sign it so I can sign some checks too, okay?
Sure.
I just want a John Wally kitchen pass. That's all I want.
Kitchen pass. Here, okay, first. Okay. All right, this was the speediest meeting I think we ever had. Although I would like to say one more thing as far as approving minutes. Sometimes we have different people here at our meetings. And on our Conservation Commission, we just approved people who weren't at a meeting to be able to approve minutes from past meetings. I guess it's okay. I didn't think it was, Marcus, like you're looking at me like, what? I'm like, I said the same thing, but it was checked and verified, and I think it's, yeah. So maybe we can talk about that in the future because,
As long as they review
Yeah.
them, read them and whatever.
right, so,
Do you need to do February's or no?
Do what?
For the minutes, lawyers, February's a revote, but Dennis wasn't. Or Dennis.
yeah, no.
Okay.
Okay,
So do we need to like vote on?
New business?
no, we'll talk about it next time.
Talk about it
We'll
next time,
we'll
okay.
vote on that
Is that
next
the thing
time.
that Sabrina wanted me to talk about too?
Yeah,
Okay.
okay.
So this list, is that published?
Oh, our numbers and stuff?
Mhm.
It should be on the site, on the website. I would hope. I think they usually are. I haven't checked the website
Names, I don't
lately.
know if all our contact info. is the same.
Yeah, maybe not. All right, I'll make a motion to adjourn. Oh, John, do you have something to say?
Yes, I do.
Okay,
The subcommittee from the Park and Rec for pickleball is going to meet, Rick doesn't know it yet, but sometime around the first of the month to fill out the application. Because we have the plans now, so we can go get some pricing and do all that paperwork, get it passed at the meeting, the Park and Rec the week before we meet, and then see if we can get it passed our committee.
Okay, sounds
Good.
great.
Good.
So it should
Can't
be
wait.
The way, yeah. Thanks, John, for keeping me updated. Appreciate
All
it.
right, that means we will be having a meeting soon. Ish. Okay. All right. Now I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Dave's been a
I will
second.
second.
Oh, and a third. All in favor?
Hi.
All right.
And all eyes unanimous.
Mhm.
Thank you very much. Have a nice night, everyone.
I think you beat the plan.